Hello, my friends, my wonderful friends, my favorite people in the entire world. How are you? River's here. You know me. You love me. I got a story I want to tell you. Some of my stories are funny. Some of them hopefully will make you think. And some of them are kind of sad too. Well, I have lots of stories from the time that I served for 3 years out at County Metro Jail, and I call these tales from the jail. And I want to tell you a story that I had. Now, back when I was growing up as a kid, not very many people had tattoos. I remember my bishop had a tattoo. He was in the Navy, and he was a good man, and he spent a lot of time apologizing and threatening us never get a tattoo. And so, cultural things have happened. Tattoos are much more prevalent than they were back when I was growing up. And I'll tell you what, I had a really interesting experience when I started out at County Metro, because virtually everybody in the jail, it seemed, had tattoos, and some were spectacular tattoos. And I became, what I tell people, I became sort of a reluctant connoisseur of tattoos. And I've seen some have been beautifully rendered, and obviously people have spent a lot of money over the years and endured a lot of pain to get these tattoos done. And some of these tattoos were just incredible. Some were very crude. They were homemade tattoos. And one guy who was a nice enough guy, guessing he had some drug and alcohol issues. That's just a guess. But he had on his forehead a FU, which probably would limit some of the jobs that he might be able to apply to after he got out of jail. And so I saw a lot of really homemade kind of tattoos that weren't particularly artistic. And I want to tell you about one tattoo that I saw. And it wasn't very well done, but it was a big one. And it was right here on the neck. The guy's name was Oliver. He was a gang member, and he was in maximum security because he had witnessed a murder within the gang that he was in. And then he snitched. He told the authorities about who actually attempted this murder. And so he wasn't safe in jail, and for his own protection, and he had some other problems, I think drugs and alcohol too, but he was not, he was kind of a marked man in jail by gang members who don't like snitches. And so Oliver and I became pretty good friends. And I started to do a little bit of one-on-one teaching with him, where I would go visit him, and they would bring him, and we'd talk through the plexiglass in where the families and loved ones would talk to some of the inmates, and we got to be pretty good friends. And he just had this big kind of angry looking tattoo on his throat, and it appeared sort of like it was a butterfly. Now, like I said, not rendered very well at all. And of course, with me being this sophisticated connoisseur of other people's tattoos, finally my curiosity got the best of me. And I said, "So tell me, Oliver, what's with the butterfly tattoo?" And I wasn't being snarky, but I just asked the question. And he gave me an answer that I will never forget. And he said, Brother Steve, the reason why I have this butterfly tattoo on my neck is to remind me that out of ugly things, beautiful things can come to pass. Boy, I didn't think about that. And so instead of being so harshly judgmental of people with big, ugly tattoos, I often think about Oliver and how one of the goals of our life is to have hard things that happen to us turn into beautiful things, or to make us more beautiful, that we can become, from our school of hard knocks, that we can graduate and become a beautiful butterfly. And with the help of Jesus and with the help of the atonement, that's something that can happen. And I just wanted to tell you that story. And it's something that I think about quite a bit. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.